I think somebody is trying to tell us something.
Good night.
Good night. Show me to another room.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
This is a business call.
I'm relieved to hear it.
Can't I come in?
No, you can't.
It's purely business.
What do you want?
I want to know if you'd consider undertaking employment on my behalf.
That's what?
I obviously need someone to take care of my money, or the lack of it. I was wondering if you'd be interested.
I thought Mr. Levy looked after your money matters.
The secret account.
Oh, I see.
Will you?
I'll think about it. What's this?
Your salary.
It's very generous.
You accept? From now on, I'll call you Adele.
What do I call you?
Maestro.
I've missed you so terribly. I want you to forgive me. Please, please forgive me.
Ah, Maestro. Welcome home.
My dear old friend.
Leave us, please. Oh, Schani, forgive us, little Lily. Little Lily behaved badly, didn't she? Oh, God, Schani, it was just a stupid affair. Let's behave like adults. I know I did wrong. Please forgive me. I've forgiven you. I don't mind if you have affairs. Here, she's very pretty, this young widow, Adele Harmy. I'm not saying I wasn't hurt by your liaison, because I was. Extremely hurt. And they tell me she's very pretty. I cried for days when I heard. But now, I've forgiven you. And you're going to forgive me too, aren't you, Schani?
I want you out of this house by nightfall.
It's not going to be as easy as that. This is my house. You gave it to me as a wedding present.
Then I shall leave.
If you do, I'll take a gun and shoot myself.
Just make sure it's loaded.
Oh! Schani, what are you doing here?
The master sent me. He said there'd be some cleaning up to do.
Bastard. Where is he now?
He's left.
He didn't even come to see if I was all right. Just sends a servant and walks out.
Which is exactly what the servant's going to do, madam. May I say that I've had enough? My only hope is that, by leaving without giving notice, I've caused you the greatest inconvenience. Good day, madam.
All the years we've known each other, it seems to me your life is one disaster after another. Your first wife dies, you leave your second wife. Well, that's life. Or death, as the case may be. But that's not the real tragedy. You want to know the real tragedy?
What?
The real tragedy is that you keep losing your houses. Shani, where are you going to live?
I don't know.
What you need is a bachelor apartment with a couple of extra rooms for a young and pretty lady. I mean a secretary. Shani, please, pay attention. I'm discussing important matters. What's bothering you?
I'm expecting Adele. There was a meeting this morning.
A meeting? What sort of meeting?
Dr. Halmy, Lily, and Adele standing in for me. The good doctor wanted me to attend, but I refused. I can't stand to be in the same room as Lily.
What are they meeting about?
My money. The doctor thinks he can persuade Lily to release at least some of my ill-gotten gains. Well, how did it go?
My father-in-law asked me to return this to you.
What is it?
Your file.
I don't need it. He needs it.
Not anymore. From this morning, Dr. Halmy no longer represents Mr. Johann Strauss.
Who does he represent?
Mrs. Johann Strauss. He has decided to act for her in the proceedings.
The old swine. He obviously decided to stay close to the money.
And where are you going? You're not joining them too, are you?
No, but I have to find new lodgings.
Adele, tell me what happened.
Well, it was all rather unpleasant and embarrassing. Your wife accused me of being too close to you, of having a liaison with you. And my father-in-law agreed. It seems he has spies in Budapest who confirmed her impression. So he threw me out.
Oh, that shouldn't come as a surprise. Dr. Halmy always was a thoroughly decent fellow.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to find somewhere to live.
Not so fast. You're too independent, that's your trouble, Adele. Leave this to Levy and me. We can sort this out, can't we?
Oh, easy. All we have to do is find a bachelor apartment with a couple of extra rooms.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Strauss is expecting me. Gustav Levy.
Wait here, sir.
This is most inconvenient, you know.
But Eddie, you said to come at this time. I believe I'm punctual.
Even so,
Do you mind if I sit down?
suit yourself.